Hi fam! Welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. If this is the first time you're stopping by, for my returning fam, I miss you guys all so much. How's everybody doing? This is August 5th that I'm going to be recording this, but remember, time is not important. So when this message finds you, it's for you. I would love for you to be a part of our family here. So to do that, you have to hit that subscribe bell. It's just right there. And also like, share, comment. I'm truly grateful. Also, I have in the description box, when you hit the more button, it'll show the description box, and then you'll see my Cash App. If you feel called to leave a donation, I would be truly grateful. So I've been so excited to come on and read for you guys. Like, I have been dying. I was going to do it yesterday, honestly. Like, I was just going to push myself to do it yesterday, but I got home after the day we had, and I just immediately started to get tired, more tired, more tired. I'm really just trying to listen to my body right now. So I held out doing it. But I have been getting so many downloads, so many messages about a divine masculine, obviously. So I'm just going to kind of get into some messages then. And then I've already prayed and meditated on this reading's energy for you guys. And just please take the messages that resonate with your soul and leave the ones that don't, because remember, not all of the reading, I mean, it might resonate with somebody. It depends how tapped in I am to your guides. And for me to be able to do that, you do have to subscribe to my channel. You have to subscribe and you have to put in the active work in listening to my channel. Otherwise, I might not always tap into your energy. That's just how it works. For me to be able to tap into you. So, gosh, I am so sorry. I wanted to get over the weekend too and do a reading for you guys, but my granddaughter's birthday is tomorrow. And so my son went through a lot last year with going through a divorce at a very young age. He has 3 kids. So he's been going through a big, huge transformation, but I'm truly proud of him, because no matter how it might look to others on the outside, that man loves his children, and he's done everything he can to, get back into a good situation, and he has. And now things are kind of, I guess they're trying to navigate the waters, but it was my granddaughter's birthday tomorrow, and just with everything going on, it's hard. I was a single mom. It was hard sometimes for me to pull things off. It really was. And I understand that. So if I could help him in any way where that's concerned, I'm going to do it. So I very quickly threw together. I mean, we literally started talking about it last week. And then, when he told me, where he currently was at, I was like, hey, I said, you guys have some time? Can you come by the house? I'll get a cake, we'll invite some family over, just nothing big, just let kids be kids. And it was just the best time. I mean, I did a lot over the weekend, so I really didn't get the weekend to relax. So I am feeling more depleted and more exhausted this week. So that's why I just haven't been on yet. So I'm truly grateful for you guys hanging in there. I've lost a couple of subscribers, but look, you lose some, you gain some. It's just part of the game. I try not to focus on the numbers because I truly enjoy reading for you guys. And that's why I'm doing it. I just hope it reaches you guys and helps you to listen more to your intuition, because you really don't even need me. You already know what to do. It's just my job to kind of help you to find that light within yourself and to listen to it. Because a lot of people, especially if they're highly intelligent beings, which my twin is a highly intelligent being. He's very logic based. So those type of people have a hard time really operating out of their heart space because they overthink anything. They overthink anything and everything. You know what I mean? So, and that can really leave them in a stuck mentality. And in a loop. So, but yeah, I really feel like there's something having to do with a twin flame connection. Okay. Because this is a power couple connection. And I know because as I was shuffling one of the decks, I actually saw that oracle. So if that comes out during your reading, that's going to be major confirmation. But power couple, this is a couple that, you're really already in union even when you're in separation. Just so you know, you're already in union when you're in separation. It's just that there's things that need to be done in that separation. But when you come together in the 3D physical union state, there is a masculine who I think has gone through like the dark night of the soul. This might be a masculine that's done that a few times because, you go through more than one, but I feel like this masculine kind of sees himself as like the more shadow energy, and he sees you as like the light, which might be true. You know what I mean? You do have that yin and yang when it comes to the twin flame dynamic. I keep getting a download about like a black cat. And then like I have a white cat, you know what I mean? So like black cat is like the darker energy, the shadow side. And then you have the white cat, which represents like the light. And yin yang energy was coming in. There's something about trains. They wanted me to tell a story, and it's kind of crazy because yesterday, the story that I'm getting ready to tell you, I lost a friend of mine that I've known ever since 6th grade in middle school. And he died in 2021. He has been a lifelong friend of mine, but he was also my first boyfriend that I ever dated. I would say puppy love, my first love. And then, even though we didn't date for like extremely a long time, like he was my first kiss. He was my first, like he was just like my first, like, it was my first love experience. And when we broke up, we just remained friends. And I know people are like, how can you stay friends with somebody that you're romantic? I don't know. I don't know. It just worked. And we always just had that true, genuine care for one another. And he did see me go through a lot of challenges as a single mother, because with my son, when he was born, the dad, he just kind of left, and I was by myself during my pregnancy, and my mom was with me during my birth of my first child. So thank goodness I had her there. But my first child, being pregnant and being alone and raising him, that was a really nervous time for me. And like, it was a lot. And, being so young and having him as a friend, like he was always very protective over me. Like, he always looked over me, made sure everything was okay. So there came a time where in high school, we kind of like went our separate ways, and then like we kind of lost touch, but we would stay in touch on like, also social media is like a big influence. Like you just stay in touch with people that aren't there. And so, when I got pregnant with my son, we reconnected. And at that time, that's when he introduced me to that was his wife, that he was married to. But when he introduced me to her, like they were just dating. I think they might have been engaged. I'm not quite sure. So we reconnected, and we just stayed close from that point on. And my ex-husband and I were in their wedding, and they were in our wedding, and we kind of like raised our kids, from littles up until like adolescent, and then they moved to the West Coast, and then we kind of lost track again. But we'd stay in touch, you know what I mean? So long story short, yesterday was his birthday. So obviously getting notifications on Facebook every year still, even though he's passed away, that's hard, So I have a new employee. She transferred from another office to work with me, and I feel so truly grateful to have her. Her birthday was yesterday, so it was like, I don't know, it just kind of like hit me a little bit. I was like, oh my God, like this is his birthday. And then of course, like once I started thinking about somebody who has actually passed over, that's how they come in. And then he just started coming in and like talking a lot, and it was just like, wow. But the funny thing is, he was really into Harry Potter. He loved Harry Potter. He loved the Harry Potter land at Universal. And when me and my daughter got to go to the Harry Potter land for the very first time, he was passed away already. So I remember when we went there, we were like so nostalgic. We were thinking about him and like kind of just brought him with us on our trip. And we got to the part there where there's like this train that like takes you from like the Harry Potter land over to the other side. I think it's Islands of Adventure or something like that. So I remember we had all these thought processes, me and my daughter, because I think she was 17 then. And then, backtrack, we're talking about 2020 now. I'm going through a huge awakening. My gifts are exploding. Like I've always been intuitive. I've always known that I'm a very sensitive being. I'm an empath, but like until it was like over 6 years ago, I didn't know that I had all this. Like it just kind of like developed. And I was home and my daughter was literally across the street at Publix where she worked. And I heard a train sound. Mind you, collective, there are no trains where I live. No trains. It was a train sound. It was loud. The crazy thing is, my daughter texts me right at the moment that I'm hearing it. And she goes, Mom, did you hear that? And I said, Taylor, you gotta be kidding me, right? And she's like, I'm like, I heard a train. And she's like, I did too. And she's like, nobody else heard it. And I'm like, oh my God. So I don't know what that means, but I feel like trains are very significant. I feel like there's a feminine that has been at this train station. Kind of like, because her evolution of her journey has like been a little bit on a fast track, because usually the feminines are more spiritually awoke than the masculine. It's not always like that, but sometimes it is. Okay. And so in my case with my twin, I'm pretty sure I'm probably more, because like he was the avoidant and I was the chaser, and now those dynamics, well, I mean, I'm not the chaser anymore, but he's still avoiding, so that's okay. We'll let him, avoid. But you have that dynamic in the twin flame journey. And so it's crazy to me how like the trains and everything like that were coming in, because you have this feminine that's like at this train track, like kind of like waiting, or in a waiting energetic field, because like, like she's like, hey, like, are you coming? Like, you know what I mean? Because like, you got to meet me where I'm at. Like, I'm an empress. Like, I'm not chasing. I'm not going after you. Like, you've got to either evolve or I'm going to get on this train. And so I just feel like there's a feminine that has really gone through a shift. And now she's shifted that energy and she's not waiting, because she knows her worth. Okay. And she knows that it's not good for her at all to stay in that energy. So there's been like a shift in that. Okay. And I feel like this masculine's like, oh my God, like, like he understands, like it's either shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean? Like that kind of statement, like, it's either you're going to go after it or you're going to miss the train. You're going to miss it, because she's getting on it. Are you there? Are you coming? That was really, really relevant coming through. Also, I've always felt like I've had a past life in like the Viking time. Don't even. And then end up finding out that my daughter actually has Viking ancestor in her. I don't know, her dad did like something and like found out that that's in their ancestral line. So that was very interesting. And I was driving recently, I feel like it was sometime like at the end of July, and I saw this license plate, and in capital letters, it was Vikings. So there's something about that. I really feel like this feminine is all about being in her soft, open, receptive, calming her nervous system right now. That's what she's all about, is her peace. And if her nervous system gets disruptive at all, she already knows she's kicking that shit out. It doesn't matter if it's a person, place, thing, or a behavior. Okay, so that's where the feminine is at, which is really bringing in her manifestations. The feminine is her own muse. And that might be intimidating to a masculine, because the masculine's like, feed my ego, like, you know what I mean? And like, I want you to come chase after this. Like, I want you to, make me feel better about who I am. And the feminine's like, I'm my own muse. Like, no, we're not going to do that. The ego is appropriate for certain things, okay? But it's not always your amigo. And I feel like there's a masculine, who's really operated out of, because his life, there's a lot going on in his life. And so like he exercises control in all things, like in 50 Shades of Grey with Christian, Grey, how he said that in the first movie. I exercise control in all things is coming to mind right about now. And that's how this masculine is. Like he is about structure, routine, control, because like if he steps out of that, then it's like almost like, like a deck of cards or like dominoes, they get like everything crashes. And that scares the shit out of this masculine. It scares him. It scares him to lose his emotions with you, feminine. Okay? He feels so much in this connection that's why he avoids. That's why he comes up with all these reasons not to do what he just knows it takes 2 seconds to do. And all this can end. But he's in here. And he's not operating out of here. And so right now, that's what that dark night of the soul is doing. It's helping. The universe is like, get out of here, get into here. Okay? Because if you don't, we're going to blow up your life. You take your feminine right out of it. We're going to blow up your life. Things are not going to work out. Your plans, everything that you're trying to control right now is going to crumble. You will have one tower moment after another until you realize that this way of being isn't for you. And that's what's going on. I think that's another reason that's kept this in separation is because of there's like that insecurity there, because there is a masculine that has a big ego, and that ego has to be broken. That ego has to be broken, because if that's there, it ain't gonna work. Well, one, your guides will not let this person step forward towards you until that's gone. He's got to surrender to this journey. He's got to. He's got to surrender. He's got to be vulnerable. And he's got to tell you how he feels. And he also has to show it in his action. He has to be consistent. And if he's not in that energy, block. So, feminine, you are no longer self-abandoning yourself. It's a no. Anything that makes you self-abandon, it's a no. I also wrote that down. It is a no. And it doesn't matter if it's your twin. If your twin's trying to get to self-abandon you, no. If he's trying to do all these things to manipulate you and pull you into chasing him, it's a no. Spirit, what do you have to say? What is the message? 10 of Pentacles, guys. That's an empire right there. Four Cups. I was picking that up too, a masculine. It's just he's mad bored with like the women around him, like the friends. Like I feel like because this masculine has shifted too, he's not the same man as when you met him a while ago. He's not. You've evolved, he's evolved. And I think that a lot of people that like he's been friends with a long time, that's been in his very small inner circle, are like wanting him to stay the same, but you're not supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to evolve. And I feel like this masculine is getting rid of people who just like, hold on. I feel like there could be a friend or somebody that is close to him. It could be family. I'm not sure. And it's like this person was always like somebody, like they would always go out together. Maybe live like I heard rock star. Like a rock star lifestyle, like a party lifestyle. And it's like this masculine Four of Cups is bored. It doesn't fulfill him. Okay? He's wanting more. There was a time and place for that, but now that's not for his highest good. And he knows that. And he knows to get to you, collective, he's got to do away with that. You know, because money is not what it's all cracked up to be. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't buy you happiness. I mean, that's what somebody I love who is no longer here used to tell me. Like, money doesn't buy you happiness. You know what I mean? And I feel like this masculine, you know, was heavily focused on that. And that's for a lot of different reasons. Okay. But I feel like he's making decisions to push certain people out of his life because these people, I guess, were like feeding things into his mind. Like, he's really happy about this connection with you, collective. Like, he really wants to be with you, I feel. And it's like, I think he was really, you know, in the past, very heavily influenced by the people around him. And they would just start pulling him down from this cloud, you know, because he feels like this connection with you is otherworldly. Like, he feels like you are his soulmate, I hear. And it's like, if anybody has anything negative to say about it, he already knows that right there, that person's showing me that they truly don't care about me, because they want to sit here and make me feel like I'm crazy, or make me feel like this is a fantasy, or that it's a dream. And like, you know, fairy tales don't exist and dreams don't exist, and don't believe in that. And they're just negative and they just want to pull me down. And so it's like, he sees that and he says no. He says bye, because he's done with it. He's so bored with that. He's bored with the superficial. He needs depth. He needs true intimacy. And they are showing me right now in big capital letters, love, Love. This person needs love. It's just, they had a lot of heartbreak. They had a lot of things happen to them. And so, you know, I don't want a heart in my heart. It's an old song, like from the 80s. I don't want to swallow my tears. Mm-hmm. My mom would know this song. Come on, Mom. If you watch this video, drop it in the comments, please. My mom never does any comments, but she does watch all my videos. I hope you're liking my videos, Mom. You need to like them, but comment would be nice too. That would help me out. I'm just kidding. It's like Heart in My Heart. Mom, I don't know why I'm forgetting the singer's name, but that's coming in right now. And I just feel like this masculine's heart got hardened. And he was like, I'm not going to focus on love. I'm going to have superficial connections with women, have them come and go. And listen, these women came to him. He didn't have to. That's why his ego, I'm sorry, his ego is really big. He's arrogant. Arrogant, ego big. I don't know if anymore, but like he was. And he just got used to that. Like, he got used to not having, and so that's why he would do certain like manipulative tactics with you, collective, to try to get you to like come after him. And you wouldn't. Did the complete opposite. And he's like, whoa, like what the fuck? Yeah, this person has a lot of passion for you with the Ace of Wands. They are feeling mad creative. I feel like you are their muse. I'm hearing. They find you to be magical, collective. Five of Swords. Swords are logic. This is a war. This is a war that this person literally had with other people around them, also within their own mind. I mean, look how happy this couple is here. Like, they have a family, they have this beautiful home in the background. It's very green and lush and fertile. Ten of Pentacles. They built an empire. They're gonna build an empire. Spirit, can you give me some more? Yeah. You want to know the clarity that's coming in? I said, can you give me one more? And they gave me two. Ace of Cups. This person loves you. There is a new start in love here. That's what this means. Who is this? I like both those people. Okay. This is what's coming in, collective. You've got two aces here. Ace of Wands. No, 3 aces. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so sorry. It's a long day. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You've got new creative energy coming in, collective. You're going to be doing something with this person. Like, you guys are going to create. You guys are both very creative beings. Like, for instance, with me and my twin, it's music. It's music. I'm very musically inclined, okay? I mean, I danced professionally my whole life. And my twin is into music. So, like, creation, you're both creative. That's why this person gets so, like, caught up on, like this person's, like, it's definitely a fixed energy. Definitely a fixed energy, or has a lot of fixed placements in their chart. But, like, this person wants it to be this. Feeling Leo. Happy birthday, Leo! I wanted to get into saying happy birthday to all my Leos. Shout out if you're a Leo on the comment, guys. Especially with my friend who passed away in 2021. His birthday was yesterday, so obviously it's Leo season, but I was going to kind of bring that in at that point, and then I forgot, so I apologize. But I feel Leo energy because my daughter's a lot like that. Well, her son is a Leo, but her sun sign is a Leo, but, like, she can be like that. She can be like, Mom, no, I don't want to do this yet because I want to do this, and this first before I do that. And I'm like, I know, honey. I know you want it to be all lined up and perfect before you do that, but that's not, like, always, like, best. You know, sometimes you just gotta, like, you just gotta do it, like Nike, like, just do it. And then once you actively start putting your energy into that thing, then everything starts coming towards you in your manifestations because you're actively putting the energy into it. You know what I mean? I feel like this person just wants to have a lot. And I feel that that's another one of their frustrations. You see how he's, like, got his head on his hand. He's like, God, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And, like, the universe is trying to teach him, look, it was the same for me. I kept hearing for a year with this channel, if you build it, they will come. That might be a message for somebody. And I was like, what the heck do you want me to build? You know what I mean? Like, I literally sat on that clairaudient message for a year, and they kept saying it over and over again. And then I started my channel. I posted like 3 videos, and then I fucking freaked out, and I didn't post for 2 years. Because, like my daughter, I do have a Leo placement and a very important part of my chart. So I get her mentality, and I do have tons of fixed energy in my chart. So I can be a little bit like that too. It's a control thing. It's a control. We get, as fixed energies, we get really used to, like, we got to have that control. But see, the universe is like, no. That's your ego. You need to surrender thinking that you need to have control of everything. Okay? Because that's you being fearful that if you let go of this control, I'm trying to stay how it needs to be, and you give your heart to this person, that you're opening yourself up to failure and hurt. No. That's your ego trying to keep you stuck. Don't do it. You need to let go. Just like that movie, Disney movie, what the hell is it? Frozen. Like Elsa said, you need to let it go. You need to surrender. Because if you don't, it's okay. You'll lose your twin. They're going to hop on that train, and they're going to meet a soulmate. Or their soulmate's going to come in while you're sitting here not doing anything. And, you know, a divine feminine, an empress energy, she's amazing. She's going to call in one amazing masculine who's going to love her right out the gate. See, twin flame and soulmates are different. They're different, guys. Soulmates, it's like, I've known you in another life. I recognize your soul, and it flows. Twin flames are a mirror. You activate one another so that you can go in and heal past life karma and trauma, and also inner childhood wounding from this incarnation. Not everybody signs up every incarnation that they come back on a twin flame journey. You don't always do it. It's not easy. Okay, so it is totally different. And when a soulmate comes in and meets an empress, a divine feminine, she's off the market. She doesn't care if she has a twin because she knows her worth. She's not waiting. You understand? This person loves you, has a lot of love for you, and illumination is coming here because that came out with it. Spirit, can you tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles? You want to clarify? Page of Pentacles. An offer coming in. This is earth energy, guys. So we got earth, we got water energy, we got fire, we got air. Aren't we balanced? Can you give me clarification? Yeah, this person is losing their mind, collective, because this is you. Nine of Pentacles. You're single as fuck. You're outside. You're out there looking beautiful and you're single. And they know. They know that you are not going to be single for very much longer. This person knows that, and that's why they're fucking freaking out. Look at this guy. He's like, fuck. You gotta be kidding me, right? And they're like, no. Look at her. Look at her. She's got her wine. She's got a great book. She's under an abundant tree of life. I mean, come on, guys. Can't wait. Next weekend, I'm going out with my girls. Yeah, one of my favorite DJs is on tour, and I remember when I got the notification one morning when I woke up. When did I buy the tickets? I fucking forget. Was it a month or 2 months ago? I don't fucking know. But I have Sag in a major placement in my chart, so I can be very spontaneous. I'm not really much of a planner, but I can plan. So I just said, you know what? I've been really hermity for way too long. I need to start getting back outside. I need to get out with my friends. I don't even hang out with my friends. It's just I've been going through so much so fast that I just really needed to pull back my energy at this time. But now it is changing and I need to get out, and I am. So I made the decision to buy the tickets, and then I booked my hotel because it's not like it's a very far away from where I live, but it's when I do a night like that and we're going into 3, 4 in the morning, I don't really want to spend another hour and a half to drive back to where I live. So yeah, I got a hotel. It's literally right there, so I don't really have to do much. It's just my friends want to go to this it's an after hour nightclub. I've done it so many times. I have been there, done that. I think it is open at 11, but nobody's ever there at that club. People don't even get there at that particular club until 3 in the morning. So the event's probably gonna be going to 3 or 4 in the morning. And then we gotta get in our car, we gotta go to a parking garage, we gotta park, then we gotta walk over to this freaking club. And I don't know, it's a club that goes in until the next day, but I won't be doing that. I don't know, I guess I'll see how I feel, if I even want to go and do some more dancing. But I just feel leaving at 3 or 4 from an event and then getting back to my hotel and then getting a few hours of sleep and doing a late checkout just sounds so much better than going to an after hour club. I just I'm 47, you know what I mean? I've been there, I've done that. So I don't know, but I might 5 of my girlfriends are driving down from Tampa, so I might need to hang for a night. I don't know, I'll see how I feel, but I'm really fucking excited I'm supposed to be getting my outfit in next week. So, and yeah, mama's ready. Got my iron infusions. I'm feeling stronger. I'm gonna get out there and live. Anyways, Spirit, can you clarify this Ace of Wands? I encourage you to do that too if you're not doing that, collective. Don't be waiting on somebody, because then you're never, ever gonna be happy in life. Because if you're waiting on somebody else's energy, you're not gonna call in the energy that's right for you. Because you're literally attaching yourself to an energy that doesn't serve your highest good. And trust me, if you're meant to be with your twin, then they will rise up to meet you. They will rise up and they will meet you at that train station, okay? To get on the train with you. They will meet you there. Now, I don't want to hear no fucking shit about I've been busy, I've got a busy life, I got a busy career. I don't give a fuck. It takes 2 fucking seconds to pick up a phone and say, man, I missed you. Can we meet up? Can we talk? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is no fucking excuses. It means you didn't make somebody a fucking priority in life. So that tells me exactly where your priorities are at. So, like, these divine feminines that I'm reading for, the collective, they know their worth. They're not waiting on any fucking masculine, okay? Can you tell me more about this Ace of Wands? Yeah. I'm sorry. Look at this. You guys can be witchy. Good witches, of course. We work with the light, not the dark. It's all about the person, really, honestly. See how it kind of seems like she's doing like her own little ritual right now. That movie Practical Magic is coming to mind when she does a love spell when she was a kid, because there's a family curse that whatever man loves you know, one of the women in their family, like, they will die. So the little girl was told this, you know, story by her great aunts, and she was like, I'm never gonna fall in love, I'm never gonna fall in love. And then her twin sister's like, I can't wait to fall in love. It was just like, you could tell who was like the more of the avoidant twin, who was more of like the passionate chaser twin. And it was just like, it was interesting. But Sandra Bullock plays that character, and so she makes this, you know, potion of this guy that just like, how could they even exist? Like one blue eye, one green, rides on a horse backwards, favorite symbol is a star, can flip pancakes in the air, like, just like all these different things. And then she meets him. They align, they find each other. And he starts doing all these things, and she was like, I wish for you. And then he was like, I wish for you too. And it was just like crazy, but I feel like that's the energy I'm getting off this card. Like, you guys did this, like, you know, love spell, put it out to the universe, and the universe is listening. Okay, this is Gemini energy. Like, you have all the tools to manifest this creation. Collective, no matter what it is, no matter what creative energy you want, no matter what your passions are, you have the manifestations to do it. Like, I feel like this person, you know, to clarify, the Five of Swords has been this devil energy. Like, that has been a part of this separation too. Like, has been in their head, you know, obsessing too much. And everybody in their existence is like, look, you need to shit or get off the pot, because you've got a good woman here, and this woman is going to get on a train and she's going to leave. Do you want to lose her? You know? And it really depends. I mean, so far the reading is saying, yeah, they want a new beginning in love, but wanting it and taking actions is two things. But I feel like this is definitely, you know, the message that needs to be spoken to you guys today. It's going to be illuminated to you, okay? If you don't already know that. Yeah, they're coming. I said, doesn't mean that they're taking action. This person can send you a message, because you got the Knight of Swords, and swords are messages. So this person can send you a message. Okay, so I have been I have so many tarot decks, guys. I really do. I have been seeing this pop up in my mind's eye, okay? Like a lot. And I haven't used this deck. It's called the Romance Angels deck, I believe, Oracle deck. So I'm going to use it. Let's get some messages for you guys. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon. This person can want to take you on a trip. Maybe Italy, Venice. Honestly, anywhere. They would want to be anywhere with you. They want to take a holiday, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's what I'm saying, because when you're in a waiting energy, when you put yourself in a waiting energy, the right person's not going to step forward, because you're telling the universe, like, I'm not deserving of that. I'm just going to sit here and just wait for them to. No, I'm going to go get what I want in life. Bye. Fucking damn waiting. What the hell? Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Can involve an engagement, guys. Or definitely a higher commitment. It doesn't have to be like, I want to marry you, but it can be. Because I feel this masculine's energy, and that's how they feel. It's just their mind has kept them in this energy and allowing outside influences to guide their decisions. I swear I was working with a doctor today, and this patient was an Aquarius. And the type of lesion that he wanted removed is not a big deal. It's like a benign thing. But my provider, like, he does not have the patience to sit here. I mean, he has tons of people to see. He doesn't have patience to sit here and go back and forth with you on, do you want me to biopsy this, or do you want to set up for an excisional biopsy? Because there's two ways to remove it. This is what, but this guy, like, because Aquarius is an air sign, and they do overthink, you know what I mean? And this guy literally overthink. And then this guy cared more about what somebody else thought about it. So then he asked my provider if he can call that person and have a conversation with that person before he decided. That's like this energy. Like, just overthinks. And that's why they've gone back and forth so much. That's why they haven't moved. Look, Saturn is in retrograde right now. Karma is coming down on people. So things that no longer serve you, that need to come to light, are going to come to light, and the tower moments are going to come. Because it's not meant for you to be in that energy. It doesn't matter if you decide to be with that person or not. If you stay stuck in that energy, you're going to be hit with a lot of things not working out in your life. And it's going to be going on for 5 months. Honeymoon, very soon. Engagement. These are really good romance angels. I'm just going to get one more spirit, and then we're going to kind of look maybe. Okay. Yeah, like, I feel like on both sides, you have healed family issues. I feel like there's been a lot of inner child wounds that needed to come to the surface and needed to be dealt with. And I feel like this masculine has done that in the dark night of the soul. And that has been done in this separation. I mean, with my twin, I've gone at least 3 dark night of the souls. My first big one was in 2023 when I came back from an event. It was bad. You guys are so playful. You guys both like to be playful. To recapture romance and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, because that's what it needs to be about right now. Just like I said right here, guys, the feminine needs to remain soft, open, receptive, needs to have a calm nervous system, okay? And how do you do that? You have fun. You play around, you be a kid, you act silly, like, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Shouldn't get off the pot. I feel like there's like a friend of his and he's like, dude, like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm going to go do it for you if you don't do it. Like, if you don't man up and go do this, I'm going to go have a conversation with her. Like, you cannot lose this person because of your get out of here. Like, my doctor, that's what I meant to say. My doctor was like, he looked at this patient and he goes, you need to get out of your head. You're like in your head. And he's a Virgo, but he's a Virgo Leo cusp, my provider. And he has a lot of Leo in his chart. So that's why, like, sometimes he can be impatient. But when I heard him say that to the patient, I was like, yeah, I mean, like, it was like a download message that I got. It was like, this person needs to get out of their head. Your head is not serving you. Like, the way that you've done your life, you need to understand you're recalibrating. You've shifted into another timeline. You're not that person anymore. So that means you need to do things differently. That means your money manifestations are going to come in different when you meet your person, when you come into union. Okay? The money that you guys are going to build is an empire. I got a message earlier as I was shuffling the deck. An empire. But see, this masculine thinks that he needs to build the empire first. Because he's a provider. He wants to take care of you, collective. He wants to take care of you. It's very sweet. I know. But you guys are going to build it together. Okay? I don't have to worry about having, like, enough. You guys are two very strong souls. Strong, but you're ancient souls. You are royal souls. Do you understand what I'm saying? In a past life, you were royal. This abundance is yours. You got to get out of here. And then it just comes in. Okay, Spirit, let's get a few oracles. Physical passion. Yeah. There's a lot of physical passion between you two, collective. I can feel that. That's why I feel so, like, passionate with this, like, getting this message out to you. I'm sorry. I do have a lot of fire in my chart too, but it's like, there's a lot of passion here. This is a very passionate connection. Okay. So, this connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. I need to start doing this because when I do my shorts, you don't see the cards that way. I forgot about that. So now when I do a short, you won't see the cards up until this point. Like, okay, so for instance, my twin is highly intellectual, okay? Which is so fucking hot, by the way. But he is, like, highly intellectual. So he knows how to detach from emotions, from anything really. And so that's why he is the way that he is. And then here I am, this water sign. I operate out of my emotions. So where he's weak, I'm strong. And where I'm weak, he is strong. So honestly, we're a perfect match. But if he doesn't stop self-sabotaging and believing that he's not worthy of it and that this isn't real and doesn't step forward, then it won't. And I always send him love and I always send him good energy and I leave it there and I keep my focus on myself and I keep walking forward because I know that that's what I need to do right now. That's what's best for me. I listen to my intuition. And that means I'll meet somebody at that same stature. A person will come into my life who will love me in that way, because that's how I love myself. That's what you need to embody. So when you guys first met, it was bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting you. What isn't fully aligned yet, what's truly meant for you won't miss you. It wasn't the right time when you met, but you activated one another. Ride or die, collective. I'm telling you, you will have a ride or die. I have a ride or die, and I know that I'm not giving up my singlehood until I meet my ride or die. I know all my checks. I know what I need. I know my worth. It's not that I don't date. It's not that I haven't dated. It's not that I, just been sitting here single forever and ever. No. But let me tell you what, it's going to be one wonderful masculine to take me out of my singlehood. Okay? Because I know my worth. Ride or die. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. You hear that? You gonna let your ride or die get on a train without you? What? Mixed singles on the bottom of the deck? Are they into you? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, sometimes even they don't know. That's how the energy feels, divine masculine to your divine feminine. That's how you're making her feel. Even if that's not how you feel, that's how you're making her feel. What else, Spirit? I'm sorry, they keep saying to me, my guys are so funny. Shit or get off the pot. I'm sorry, guys, I feel it so strong. This is an unbelievable connection, but this person has to pass this test. This person has to bring down that ego, and they have to open their heart. And they have to be vulnerable. And it's just something that they're not used to doing. So every time they go to send that message, they type it and then they delete it. And then they type it and then they delete it. And it's like, oh my God. But I feel like there's a friend that's like, or somebody close as masculine, and they're going to do something really impulsive. And they might do it behind this masculine's back. I don't know. But yeah, like your single collective, like I'm getting ready to go out with a lot of hot girls next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And like, you don't know. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, you are living the single life. You embrace your independence. You expand your horizons and you enjoy the solo journey. Yes. I mean, look, I want to have physical touch with a man. Like, I want to be with a man. Don't get me wrong. Like, I, at times, feel in this Four of Cups energy, which is like bored and lonely. I am human, but at the same time, I am so comfortable with who I am, and I love myself so damn much that I enjoy my single life too. I enjoy my alone time as well. So thanks, Spirit. Look at this card, yo. Look how they're like their noses are touching, their foreheads are touching, and they're just this like strong embrace. Like it's wow. You want the same thing and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically on the same page. Hi, honey. I'm doing a reading. Bottom of the deck, marriage vows. Forever it isn't a fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. Like I said, if this person isn't planning on proposing to you, it will be soon. Okay? Because that is the goal here. Divine timing, baby. Things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time, and ain't that the truth? Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to, and I'm a big believer of that. I have it on my iPad. Abundance flows to me. I don't remember how it's said, actually, at this point, but it's like, I'm just a big believer in everything comes to you when it's supposed to. So, like, that's why I don't ever freak out about being single. I don't ever freak out about my twin not coming towards me, because I know who is meant for me will find me. Like, I don't sit in chaos. I don't allow anybody throwing shit my way to affect. It doesn't affect me. I'm good over here. But based off of this energy of what I'm feeling, this divine masculine really loves you, and he really sees forever with you. And the only thing that's holding him up is this Five of Swords energy and this Devil energy. You know? So... and it just makes me so sad to like see a feminine hop on a train. That's like a perfect match. And the masculine was just so in fear-based, and he allowed his fear to win. And like, this masculine is not somebody that like, he's extremely strong. He's mad intelligent, I feel. And like, he's a thrill seeker too. Like, I don't feel like this is somebody that scares easily. So, like, why are you allowing this to scare you? I mean, it's because it's relating to the heart, and that's something that this masculine has just really closed down for a long time. You know? Heart in my heart. It's an 80s song, I think. God, help me out, collective. Put it in the comments, for heaven's sakes. What the hell is wrong with my brain? Oh, heart in my heart. Gonna swallow my tears. You came closer than anyone. I'm gonna... I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah, they remember. They remember. All the conversations. They regret lying to you on the bottom of the deck. They wore a mask. I feel you leaving me behind. Yeah. She's getting on a train. She's at the train station. I mean, the universe has been smacking you with a lot of signs. It says, look, you got to shit or get off the pot. Like, they literally keep telling me over and over again, clairaudiently, shit or get off the pot. Shit or get off the pot. Yeah. I know that I crossed the line with you. Came out, collective. Finding out the truth crushed me. I will lay down a tarot card for that one, guys. I don't know. I love you. Thank God that came out, because that was the first card I saw when I broke the deck to shuffle, was I love you. They do. This person loves you. I think that that's what's like so hard for this person, is because it's like they've hardened their heart for so many years and nobody's been able to get in. But you got in. Like, just like it says here, you came closer than anyone. Like, you got in, collective. And they're like, how did that happen? And it's like, dude, like, how did that happen? Maybe it's because like the universe literally brought your person because you have been praying, or you have been manifesting it in your brain, because this person is a thinker, and you've been thinking about it so much that literally the universe brought it to you. And then what did you do? And then the person really got caught up in a lot of regret over what they did to you, collective, and how they pushed you away. And then that kept them away because they felt like an idiot, and they felt bad, and they felt all this regret. But they love you. They love you. Are they going to come and like show you that in action? I look for you everywhere. Okay, Spirit. Thanks. If you get on that train, feminine, if you get on that train, that's going to be them for the rest of their life, for the rest of their existence. They're going to be looking for you everywhere. They're not going to be able to escape the energy. Because there's a commitment coming, a ride or die. Somebody who's ready to offer a stronger commitment. This person is grateful for the spiritual lessons. Just being near you, and it is very intoxicating, this person. Like, something about your smell. You smell really good. Your perfume. I remember every detail of that day. Okay, well, let's stop living in the past and let's start walking in the future. I'm sorry, I'm a little fiery right now. I don't know why. I channel energy, so forgive me. I'm not trying to be like cold or anything like that. I really am a sweet person, but it's like, damn, dude, it's like, I feel like it's this friend too. It's like, this friend's like, and that's the thing, like, I feel like this person is like they're really like alienating or blocking people that just like have anything negative to say. But I think, you know, when you're on a twin flame journey, you can't talk about this journey with everybody, because not everybody is going to understand, because it's a very difficult journey. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of mirroring going on, and there's a lot of avoiding and chasing. And it's like, you know, the people who are the chasers, the people that are close to them, like family members, friends, and everything, are going to be like, you know, why are you chasing after somebody that doesn't even recognize you? Like, you're crazy or not. But it's good for them to say that to the chaser, because the chaser has to understand that that's not the energy you have to be in. And that the reason why they're in that energy is because they dealt with abandonment. They have abandonment wounds. So they feel like, oh my God, if I don't chase after this, then I'm going to lose it. And no, because when you're chasing after something, the way the polarities of energy works, you're pushing it away. So that's not the way to be, okay? And then you have the avoidant who is so in fear of falling, of being vulnerable because they've been hurt, that they run and they avoid. It's a form of self-sabotage. So until they do that inner healing and realize that they're worthy of love and that not everybody is out to hurt them, because once you love yourself enough, the energy that you call in to yourself is also that energy. So you just have to have more faith and believe, you know. This person hardened their heart and they had very superficial connections, and then they got bored with those superficial connections because it was all divinely written. Listen, all divinely written like that, okay? Like, this person had to realize that those superficial sex I can't fucking talk. With people, okay, those sex ventures with people weren't going to bring them fulfillment. But see, this person was a big control freak. They're like, I can control this because, like, if I just have these casual experiences, I'm not going to get connected to people. And that's how they did it for a very long time. And then they had to get woke the fuck up with huge tower moments, which brought a lot of pain to this person. Those tower moments brought pain, but they also fought the tower moments. They didn't surrender. You have to surrender. I love you unconditionally. Yeah. You get to that point in your twin flame journey, even as the chaser who has been rejected by the avoidant. Okay. The avoidant has ghosted the chaser. So then the chaser feels so much pain, which then they go inwards and start healing because they feel what? Rejected, abandoned. And then you get to a part in your journey where it's like you heal and you start to rise like the eagle, and see things from a different perspective, okay? And then the feminine is able to look at, oh, well, this is why my twin was doing this. It's not because they didn't like me or because they were rejecting me. It's because they didn't love themselves enough. And I was being protected from that. And then you start to just honestly send them unconditional love. Like, I send my twin unconditional love. I send him prayers. I hope that he's happy because that's all I want. Of course, I would love to be in union with my twin, but if he doesn't realize my worth and step up and take action, then it's not for me. And that's okay. Give me 1 second. What is this? Okay, so I saw the first negative card and all this wonderfulness, and I was like, what's going on? Is this another energy coming in? But it says, I am not available. 10 of Swords, guys. So this person could have had an ending in their life with somebody, or that's why they haven't been available, because they've been going through this. I understand, but you know, you can't do that forever. You can't use that excuse forever. Oh, I've gone through something hard, so I'm just gonna stay away for 10 years. I ain't waiting for fucking 10 years. I'm gonna keep living my life. Okay? Find out the truth crushed me is something that I wanted to... You could be seeing collective. Like, you can be an influencer. You could be a content creator like me. You are a healer with the star card here. This is Aquarius energy. Can you tell me when finding out the truth hurt me? Or finding out the truth crushed me? I feel like seeing your journey, collective, this person seeing your journey and seeing your healing process crush them. That's what I feel. It hurts them to see that they're hurting you, you know, because that's not what they want. That's why you're able to see things from a higher perspective, but it also doesn't mean that just because you can see it from a higher perspective that you're gonna like hang around. This person, yeah, definitely watches you with the Page of Swords. You're this Empress energy. I'm telling you. You bring it in your manifestations. You're fertile. You've learned all the lessons of all the queens. This is representing Libra and Taurus energy. I truly, truly hope that this reading brought you clarity, helps you to walk in your truth, helps you to listen to your intuition, and also helps you to walk away from anything that does not serve your highest good. And if you like my vibe, I would truly love for you to know when I'm posting videos. So please hit the subscribe bell, like, comment, share this video. And in my description box, if you'd like to leave a donation, you'll find my Cash App link there. But until we meet again, guys, good night. Good night.